think we're all set. Okay, I have Maggie and it's not Kevin, it's Alex. Alex, you be the long bomber. I'm talking to candidates. I've been working on this swing for 15 years. I think it'll absolutely revolutionize golf. And they made a mistake. They wanted it to be square, and that's the target line. They wanted it to be square. They wanted it to be a certain way. I compare them to the mathematicians who put the Earth at the center of the universe. They had to fudge all their numbers to make it happen, but they wanted it to happen, and that's what happened with golf. They chose this right angle. Anyway, the real swing path is over here. You open up here. That's what it's about. Like that's called a closed stance, and what it is, it's a compensation for the fact that the left and the right are at two different positions. They fudged all kinds of things to try and make it to compensate for that, these two arms being in different places. Well, this solves the deal. Now we have a simple art. That's all you do. That's all this swing is. Who can't do this? It doesn't take any coaching. It just takes. The first 5 years I did this swing, I never cared where the ball went. I just loved swinging. I loved the results. I loved the feeling of it. So, who can't do this? It doesn't take any coaching. You don't have to have any instructions about it. You just turn around. But the secret is up here. I mean, I think it's the funnest part of it, is that up here, there's room for it to go that the other swing doesn't, because it's like this, and there's no, you're not going to break your wrist. But this one, the momentum of the club brings it back to here, and this is when you get a perfect swing. You find the bounce, you find the point where it bounces at the top, and that's when you start. And that's the entire swing. You start with the bounce, and when you get that timing right, the ball will go straight every single time. And in my experience, I was not a good golfer. I broke 83 times in close to 20 years, playing a lot. I got the privilege of, I've been here for 30-some years, 35, 33, because I was a sign painter and I traded for privileges. You're going to hit the ball. You don't need to. You just get up here, you let that bounce, and you take off. Anyone can do this. And the thing that I think a lot of, well, Alex pointed it out. He said, look at this. And he knew what the cost of a membership was, $1,500 bucks, let's say, one person. And then the clubs, he looks it up. He knew what he was looking for. He found a club worth $1,200 for one club. Well, that's for oligarchs. You can find this for $2, $1. There are plenty of them. They're all over the thrift stores. You got to find a good one. There are differences, but there's not that much difference. All the stuff they claim about drivers and stuff and how they improve and this stuff, that might be something, that might mean something to the absolute elite. And we know Tiger's, I always call it Tiger in the lemonade stand. Nobody can run that swing. Nobody can do it. Nobody can control it. Everyone in the future will have exactly the same swing. You get up here and they bounce and take off. Ball goes straight every time. Everybody's going to have the same swing. Anyway, so here's what I see in the future. This is not about golf courses. It's about the future is in simulated golf. We will have little semicircular couch deals with a split in between two guys that know how to hit the ball. They say two lady friends. In one night, they can learn this swing. They can come back the next night and they'll be able to put the ball in play and start having fun like that. I've been waiting for someone to be my student because this might just look like a freak swing to some people, and you know, maybe I'm the only one that can. No, anyone can do this, and the way I will, but I need someone to learn it. I need someone to show how easily it can be done. And all you guys that I'm going to show this to, you're all capable of it. Now, the people who, and that's why I mentioned Maggie, she's got experience. She pursued golf, you know. She wanted to be good. But she's going to have to overcome all of her tendencies, the way that she did it all this time. Square to the target. Two hips. I call this swing the single pivot swing. And actually there are two of them, but that's about 80% of your weight straight down into the ground. It's a single pivot. It's not complicated like this one. This one, there's two hips. You got to line all that stuff up. Good luck. Everyone will be able to do this. Single pivot swing. And there are two of them. If you know a guy that doesn't have a right leg, put him over here. Same thing, same closed, it's called closed stance. About like that. And you put 80% of your weight on this swing. Maybe it's 75, don't matter. See at the top, bounce. My head might be in the way, I don't know. Bounce, take on. And you don't need any coaching for this. Everybody knows how to swing a bat. You know how to swing a ball. I mean a club. So you've got 80%, 75 over here, or you've got 75% over here. And it is the easiest thing there is, and it will take over the game of golf. And I know I'll be rich and famous. I don't know why you wouldn't be the representatives of the game, you know, ambassadors to the world, because they're going to want to hire ass people because they think they'll swear, oh God, we need somebody to teach. Anybody can learn it. You can learn it just watching this. But the proof is going to be when I get to go, if I get to. I'm talking to this guy. He's got a place called The Rough here in Daytona. And he's got simulators. You can go in there and put your ball down, and it'll show. It catches it. If your club face goes like this, it's going to slice. If you come from the inside out, it's going to pull. This swing is not. That stuff doesn't happen to this stuff. It's going to come straight every time. But in the simulator, you can see it go straight. You can see how far it goes, and you can do it for 15, 20 bucks. For less than that, 10, 12 bucks, you can get a subscription. Go in there, have a half hour, $12, $15 or something, half hour. A lot. I take about 15 minutes to hit 100 balls. Less than that. I've done it in 8 minutes. Hit 100 balls. For me, it's like batting practice. There's nothing to wait around and think about. And up here, bounce and take off. And what else is there to talk about? Won't do you any good for me to hit the ball. Okay. It's going to be a little chippy. Now here's the cool part. I've got one of these things. So anyway, you've cut your costs down. The club costs $2. You can get a grip on. Grip costs $8. The golf course I know, I put a grip on for nothing. I'll just put a grip on for you. And then you got a bag. This is called a bag shag for some reason. It's a shag bag. It's like in baseball. You shag balls. Out in the outfield, you pick up the balls, throw them into second base. You take them over to the pitcher, you throw some more. So this is your shag bag. Any golf course, Daytona Beach Country Club has a tremendous chipping area. Chipping. You can hit up to maybe a 50 yard, so you can hit a lob wedge. You can hit a full lob wedge. That's what this is. The most, that lob means it's got the most angle here, which shoots the ball up in the air. So it's not going to go very far. And then, you heard me, I want to get little kids. I want to get kids to do this. I want to get kids to do this for free. I put 6 grommets in this piece. It costs like 18, maybe 20 bucks with and here's what it does. It's supposed to go, it doesn't matter. Is that velour? See what happens? It's gonna show the path your club takes. And that's gonna tell. And what we're doing is we're hitting pick up. The same thing as pickleballs, wiffle ball, plastic balls with little holes in it. The furthest driver on earth won't hit it more than 30 yards. So you can do it like Tuscaloosa Park. That's where I'm shooting for. Let's have free golf lessons at Tuscaloosa Park. And take it to your backyard. I'm going to take a video of my friend. He's got one in his backyard. He's from here to a wall about 6 feet away. He's got a piece of carpet there divided up into crisscross tic-tac-toe board, so we can see where the ball went. Right, center, little left, whatever. Not that important, but that's as little as you need. That's 20 bucks. This is 10, 12 bucks. The wiffle balls, 8, 9, 10 bucks. You can be as good as anybody out there. And I say better. I'm pretty sure better. I'm pretty sure the future has all kinds of golfers that do things that they can't even imagine with this thing that's so impossible to control. This one,